internal processes remain slow. Even the promise of the quantum computing or autonomous systems will remain unrealized if we do not build the human and the institutional capacity to absorb and supply them effectively. The spirit of harnessing new technology must extend to the way we design policy, process information, and make decisions. In that sense, technology is not only a tool but a culture. It is a way of doing things better, faster, and more intelligently. It is about ensuring that the data moves faster than doubt, that decision making is informed by evidence, and that the soldier, the scientist, and the civil servant all work in synergy through shared platforms. Much of our defense readiness today rests on what might be called invisible technologies, which includes secure data architectures, encrypted networks, automated maintenance systems, and interoperable databases. These may not capture public imagination like a new aircraft or missile or warship, but they determine whether the right equipment reaches the right place at the right time, whether commanders have real time visibility, and whether systems talk to each other seamlessly. Friends, as I said, technology is not confined to weapons or platforms alone. It also resides in systems that make our institutions work faster, more transparently, and more intelligently. The true test of technological advancement lies not only in what we create, but in how we function. Technology must be seen not only as a force multiplier, but also as a resource optimizer. The true measures of this, uh, the true measure of its impact lies in how efficiently it helps us plan, prioritize, and platform. One area which can serve as an example to internalize this thinking is our capital procurement process. This is because we operate in an environment of finite resources and expanding responsibilities.